And so, just to kind of understand the timing now, okay, I'm leaving these dresses with her on Thursday, okay? At the same moment in time, these ladies are coming back from Boa, and they are walking along one of those dirt roads, and they find this little girl laying on the ground. This little girl in the picture. And they thought she was asleep, and they approached her, and they asked her some questions, and it ended up that her father had died of cholera, and her mother had died a few months before that in childbirth, and that she did have siblings, but they were in Port-au-Prince, and she didn't know how to get in touch with them. And she was actually living with a family, and they had, I don't know the situation, but they had, you know, told her to leave, kicked her out. And so she was just trying to make it on her own. So she was on the side of the road. And so bear in mind, you know, I'm leaving these dresses with Barb, and they're finding this little girl at the same time, the same day, okay? And so then the next day, you know, they come back to Boa. One of the ladies that saw the girl on the side of the road is in the church there around the corner from Barb's house. And so she said, well, you can come with us. And so the little girl came with them, and they came to Barb's house and told her the situation. And she only had the clothes on her back. Her hair was the color of, you know, red dirt from sleeping on the side of the road. And Barb said, well, I have a dress for her. And so she was able to give this little girl 3 of those dresses. And when Barb, you know, I was already back in the States when Barb was emailing me this story about the little girl. And I was really touched, and it, you know, reminded me exactly of that story in the Good Samaritan in the Bible where he talks about he happened upon this man on the side of the road, and you know, we don't know why the guy ended up there on the side of the road, and we really don't know what happened after the Good Samaritan, you know, gave him shelter and took him to the inn and said, here, take care of him, I'll be passing back through here. But we do know how he responded, you know, and his response was he saw a person in need, and it didn't matter that he was a Samaritan and this guy wasn't, and he didn't know the guy's background, didn't know all the particulars, you know, but his response was to extend himself and to help this man. And I felt it was just almost, you know, parallel to this girl that they found on the side of the road. You know, we don't know exactly, you know, all the details of her background and how she ended up, but I thought that was just a beautiful story and a confirmation of all the work that y'all did, you know, to all the work that you put into the dresses. And it's, you know, it makes a difference in a person's life, you know, and she will always remember this, you know. So Barb and I have continued to communicate, and I've asked her to send me, you know, some more pictures of the dresses, and as she does that, then I'll pass them along to y'all. But I guess Mom's giving me the cutoff signal. But
you didn't tell them who made up your team.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our team.
Quickly.
Our team. Go back to that picture. Our team, we have 23 people, and these are from my church. It's Buckhead Church in Atlanta, Georgia. We also have another campus, if you all call North Point Community Church, which is in Alpharetta. But we are all from Atlanta, and we range from like mid-20s to mid-40s. we met together, I guess, for a couple months before we actually went to Haiti for some team building things that we did together. And so that...
Well, what do they do? I mean, are they career people or
What's their
okay.
occupations?
Yeah.
Okay. A couple of the girls actually work at Buckhead Church. We had about 5 of the girls are educators. They
Any
teach.
doctors?
No doctors on our
Nurses?
or nurses, no.
On this trip.
A mathematician. We had a guy that's a nutritionist that's on, and he was working with them in the program. We had a guy that was a construction worker, so he was helping give us guidance on the building project that we were working on. And then a girl.
Any of these people been before?
A few of them had been before. Some of them it was their first trip. Yeah. And
But you have been with other teams, and they would be made up of people from other places, not just
right.
from your church.
This team was strictly, a team for my church. But when I went January a year ago, we were from all over the country: Louisiana, Atlanta, Tennessee, Florida.
And who paid for your trip?
I actually raised support. We went through, our church partners with an organization called 410 Bridge, and they send mission teams to Kenya and to Haiti. And so we, fill out an application, and they form the team, and then we raise our support.
How much does it cost you to go?
This year, and it all depends on, a lot of it is the
Right.
airfare.
Right.
This year it was $1,800. Last year, my first trip I went to January, right after the earthquake, that was like $1,600. And then I went in May last year as well, and that was like $16, $17. But it kind of hovers right around there.
How many